time to celebrate. We are building again in the world of Ark, and we are going to get creative on some truly ascended building designs. With the spirit of Bob Ross back in our hearts and a brand new Ark to play, let's explore the ascended building system together, using happy accidents to learn new techniques while we test the limits of what's possible in Ark in 2024. You know, the island map I first explored 9 years ago looks amazing now. All my favorite locations are waiting to be explored again, and every biome needs a new base build. Today we travel to the Arctic icebergs of the Sunset Sea, where we build a futuristic aviary. In part 1, we reveal the #1 most powerful building piece in Ark and unlock that power to turn a simple hexagon into a beautiful spiral foundation. Then in part 2, we invent polygonal tubes we can use to travel to the top of our aviary. You'll love polygonal tubes so much you'll never use another ladder, especially when you see who fits inside a pelagonal tube. In part 3, we add a warm, safe base and fill it with everything you'd need to live on the edge of the world in an Arctic outpost base. And finally, in part 4, we will ascend to the top of our structure. There we will design and build a stunning glass aviary inspired by a birdcage, complete with 3 Argies, 2 Pteranodons, and 1 truly underrated Pelagornis, all at the behest of the mysterious Aviator. Join me, geeks, for Ark Building Ascended. What is this? The world of Ark Ascended needs you? Unite the clans? Well, that feels great, but 12 powerful, influential fans have united to support your return. Begin with the ritual. Build 1 is for the Aviator. Huh. I gotta be honest, guys. Me back in the world of Ark. It's an interesting idea, but I don't know about this. I mean, what could I even do at this point? I have been called back here to this strange place. It's called Ascended, not Evolved, and I've been asked to build again, and I'm not sure why. And look at this strange place I've started in. Take a look. I hope it's a happy place, but we're going to figure that out together. It looks like there are 12 of these, and I don't know what that means. We'll figure it out as we go. But I just got here, and I started having a look around, and would you fancy that one of these is a little different than the others? Come have a look at this. And I know sun's setting. I mean, me playing Ark again in a new fancy version, my computer can probably barely even run it. Same one from 2015. Who says I'm going to be able to do anything useful? And besides, how am I going to build anything new? This game, it's been there, done that, right? It's got to be the same building system, basically, pretty much the same. So it looks like build a simple house to begin your adventure. Fair enough. That is something I should know how to do. We've already got foundations, and they're metal, and they're in a hexagon shape. So there's really a really simple way to finish this job up. Ready? There's our door. Open. Close. And now we just, oh, it's 2 windows, right? It's 2 windows. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, this is a little bit different. Oh, very different. Very, very different. Hey, UTC, stay warm out there. And what do we got? An otter named Gordon. Welcome, sir, welcome. And what have we got in the box? Oh, it looks like warm clothes and a torch. Well, we are in the cold biome. We might as well go ahead and put these things on. Okay, well, we got our torch, and we have an otter. And you know what? I can see it's sunset out there. It's the same time. It's the same. It's just a different place. What do we got here? Unlock the power of this piece. You will discover a new technique and design a truly new build. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Whoever this person is that sent me here, they know the Bob Ross era of my life. Let's take a look inside. It's one piece. Very simple piece. And I guess I already had it from the last design. It's this one. It's just a metal, very simple metal triangle ceiling. That's it. All right. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Tell me I can do it. Unlock the power of this piece. Discover a new technique. Design a unique build. Well, that's a lot of confidence in me. Thank you very much. My flying friends need a place to spread their wings. Build me a golden bird cage on the edge of the world. Challenge. Design and build a futuristic aviary tower. And we have a bunch of saddles in here. Argentavis and Pteranodon. So this is pretty simple, guys. We got, I guess, we got to work with the very simple aspects of the hexagon and these pieces. We got to work with the ones above us, and we got to design something unique. And what does it say here? Don't use this side. Okay, well, Let's use this side. Yes. Oh, I see why. Okay. Well, that's treacherous. Ha. All right, and we have a big vault here. Oh, boy. All right, and it contains all sorts of building pieces and some colors. We have Prussian. Ooh, that's new. Orc. Mustard. So many colors. Shadow. That's not even black. And Wisp. I'm going to put away my torch friends, and it looks like whoever's brought us in to do this build, they've got their friends down there. It looks like 3 Argentavises and a couple of the Pteranodons. So that's going to be great. We need to build somewhere, I guess, for these people to live, and we've chosen a magnificent location. You know, I miss the old compass and map book, but this shows you we're at 17 and 2 on the map, and we got a great view of the sunset. When it gets time to build, I'm going to remove all this fog, I'm going to remove all these clouds, and I'm going to try and fix the frame rate, but hopefully you enjoy, and we can take a moment together. I think when it does come time to build, you know, maybe I believe the talk a little, and I can discover a new technique and unlock the power of a building piece and design a new masterpiece. Who knows? But it always is worth it to take a minute and just appreciate that we're here. And we get a chance to sit and do something unique and creative in this game today. So I'm going to wait for the sun to rise on tomorrow, and then we will get started on our challenge, the Aviary Tower. Alright guys, so we're set up here in the winter biome, and it's a new day, and it's time to build something new and hopefully remarkable. And we're going to be building everything today in creative mode, just so you know. Up till now, just having a little fun, but we are going to get into creative mode, and we're going to build atop this hill. I'm going to show you, as I go, the key and essential steps. Now, it's fun to build in the snow biome with metal. In some biomes, it is very reflective. Here, not so much, and you can have fun with it. It looks like, have I chosen a good enough spot for this build? Will that go in? It doesn't want to go in. Start at a highish point so you know where that is. I'm guessing that's going to be good for us. Let's see if we can go all the way around. And we can. Not exactly perfect. Alright guys, we're going to start with this very simple building piece. And since it's the one we're supposed to unlock the power of, we're going to just give you 6 of them. Big deal. Let's see what you can do with that, okay? Start with 6 of these very simple shapes. I mean, this is not going to be even a house. How you want me to make something? Let's just see what I come up with. Let's go. Okay, and then there's 2 of these, okay? Every single one has a second piece, and it has multiple snap points, and I think if you did something like this, yeah, now we got a weird shape going. That's pretty cool. That's kind of unique. We're supposed to be unique, right? So we can't just build another little box. Okay, well that's pretty simple. Okay, then what? What if we just keep going with that one piece, but this time we switch it back? You know what, guys? I think we might actually be onto something. You know, this is not bad. This is something, and it really is just one piece. Maybe we did unlock the power of a building piece. Now, I've been doing this flying in creative mode. I kind of want to see how easy it is to keep this pattern, just to tessellate this vertically. How easy it is to keep this while just walking. Can you walk up this surface? Yeah, you can. This is straightforward, and every time you make a slight turn, it's what, 1/12 of a circle, so probably 30 degrees. Is that what we're doing? It seems about right. So it would mean if we did this 12 times, we got to a height of 20. Oh, see, this is what. Okay, there you go. So the structure must grow bigger. Do you guys listen to music when you build in Ark? I do, and I listen to some, I don't know, nostalgic tunes that brought me back to my teenage years while I was doing this build, and I honestly really enjoyed it. Our memories and emotions collide when we hear music, and we're able to form new memories easier with those emotions flowing. So put on some music. I always use this fella named Josh Woodward, who had amazing acoustic tunes for my Ark building tutorials, and it just worked with my voice and my vibe. So I brought it back for this series, and I'm going to use it the same way I used to. I hope you guys enjoy. But what I'm hoping is that it locks in these moments for you and helps you save something you learned and make a new chapter, a new exciting memory. And every once in a while, I'll tap into your emotions too, okay? Alright guys, what a good first start. Now I think when we do these builds, we're going to want to power them so that we can tell what is powered and what's connected, and if we're within generator range. So I'm going to find a place underneath here to hide a generator, but I think this is a pretty elegant and simple way to expand your foundation with these ceilings. So I think we'll just leave it at that and hope that's enough. If we come up back to this level, is it going to allow us to build outward again? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to come down here and see if one of these, yeah, one of these should be perfect and leave room for a little generator hidey hole. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this thing should have power as we go forward in our build. I think we ought to make our lower platform a little bit bigger. It seems to me that that's a necessity. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and expand it out like this, and we'll use the triangles. Okay, now if we did build out again, it would look something like this. Alright friends, so what we have now is quite a substantial base. It should be a dodecagon with two faces on each side. Double triangle, double square, double triangle, double square. So we should have a nice little area to operate in for us to do our construction. I really love the way the metal looks in the snow, if I haven't mentioned it. Let's go ahead and keep going with our upward building. Now we're just using this one piece, and we now have a bigger foundation, and it should be supported all the way up, and we just alternate them as we go. I feel like I'm really close to the middle with this last piece I've placed, guys. Now if you make a mistake in alternating, you'll figure it out pretty quick. I just made one there, but it should be pretty simple to follow, and you're making a pattern. And if you're walking up this as you go, you'll see I'm going to bring them all up to this height, and we'll see how far we have gotten. Hey, there we go, guys. Yeah, we did it, and that was actually really simple. We have 4 more of them to do. Oh gosh, let's bring them all up to this height. Oh, almost to the precipice, my friends. That sign was right. I am going to discover a new building technique, and I might build something truly unique. That's just the start of it. That's just the start of it. Let's keep going. It strikes me that we ought to be able to build down just as easily as we can build up. You know, I mentioned in the intro keeping Bob Ross in our hearts, and the reason that I love Bob Ross, everybody did, is because while he was painting, he was talking. He could make art and be a entertainer at the same time, and that's really hard to do, and teach. Like, you're doing so many different things at the same time. And I love that in the early days of me making these tutorials, for whatever reason, people connected us, and I would love to make that my ideal, the thing I pursue. But it's hard to do in this game, guys. I can't just build for 30 minutes. This project took tens and tens of hours. Like, they're big. I love you guys. And so I'm going to work on this series. It's going to be an experiment, and I'm going to try and give you the best of everything. Keep the Bob Ross in our hearts, okay? Little bit harder to build going downwards, guys, but it is the same technique, and because of the simple elegance of this new building system, boom. Alright friends, one missing strand. I find it easier to build up than down, so let's go searching for that missing strand, and there it is. I'm sure I can make this gentle drop. Oh no. Good thing I build in creative mode, guys. I like the way the game plays when I have the power to fly and use any piece at any time, and I'm not constantly set back by frequent deaths, but I know that's not how you all play, so sometimes I like to walk up the structure and do it this way, and I like to make sure these builds are going to work for you in your real world, and that's tiring. I spent a lot of hours on this, and one thing I used to do that I didn't know, I didn't know it was bad, but I'd stay up all night and I'd keep working when I got inspired, I called it, but it was obsessed, and now I have this amazing partner, and she reminds me on a regular basis, how important it is to just slow down and at the end of each day, make sure that you're fed and you've taken care of yourself, you've showered, and you go to bed at a decent time, and you're ready to just start again, so that when you wake up tomorrow, whatever problems you haven't solved today, whatever challenges still lie ahead of you, you're ready to take them on. And so remember to do that, guys. These games are amazing to play, and it's fun to get lost in them, but take some time for yourself. How is that for a first day of building an Ark Ascended? That's alright, and I think we're just getting started. There is more to come in our next phase, but that is pretty phenomenal, and I'm really happy to have shared it with you guys. That is the start of something special, and I'm excited to see where we can go from here.